Du, 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 du. Welcome, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by, coming at you with another retro VHS showcasing video. Today I'm coming at you to showcase what very well might be the original, or for sure one of the original North American VHS releases of The Sting. Du, 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 du. Taking a look at the back, we've got copyright 1985, MCA Home Video Incorporated, all rights reserved, printed in USA. I just came across this for $2 at Half Price Books and I couldn't pass this up. I mean, this looks like it's in way too good shape, like it just came out, you know, this week or this month or this year. Like the box is like perfectly shiny and like brand new. I don't know if this was printed like later, maybe 1990. Of course, that's not much later. When I came across this, and it's like the original like mid-80s VHS release, or one of the original mid-80s VHS releases in this good a condition, I'm like, yeah, there's no way I can pass this up for $2. So, needless to say, I ended up with it. I thought, well, it'd be cool just to have, and also I can, it's an excuse to do a showcasing video. So if you haven't guessed, that's what I'm doing. Taking a closer look at the front cover, very simple, mostly just white. We've got the Sting title logo in red font thingy going there on the top. They don't even bother with the actors or anyone, you know, any credits or anything. It's simply the Sting. Panning further down, kind of the Art Deco couple of lines in the circle there with the two main characters, Robert Redford and Paul Newman there in the classic painting from the poster for the Sting. Panning further down, don't you just love the simplicity of this cover? Wow. Panning further down on the bottom here, we can see the mid-80s, well, it's like early to mid-80s MCA Home Video logo. Taking a look at the right spine, same thing, white with the red font for the Sting. On the top, we've got black MCA Home Video logo, early to mid-80s version. Further down here on the spine, we've got VHS Hi-Fi Dolby system on linear tracks, and we've got VHS 66009. Left spine seems to be pretty much identical, with the exception of we've got a barcode on top, and they move the MCA Home Video logo down underneath the title, and everything else seems to be the same. Top of the VHS looks like this, simply white with the red font, The Sting, the title of the movie. Taking a look at the back, once again, the Sting on the top, two lines, couple pictures here, Robert Redford on one, Paul Newman in the other. We've got color, 2 hours 9 minutes, PG. Winner of 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. The Sting is one of the most popular and critically acclaimed films of all time. Set in the 1930s, this intricate comedy caper deals with an ambitious small-time crook and a veteran conman who seek revenge on the vicious crime lord who murdered one of their gang. How this group of charlatans puts the Sting on their enemy makes for the greatest double cross in movie history, complete with an amazing surprise finish. Directed by George Roy Hill, written by David S. Ward. And as we can see here, Paul Newman, Robert Redford, and Robert Shaw are the main stars of this film. Got the credits there underneath the main 3 stars. On the bottom here it says the linear audio tracks of this tape have been encoded with Dolby B type noise reduction. Dolby and the Dolby logo are trademarks of Dolby Laboratories Licensing Corporation. Looking at the bottom once again, we can see MCA Home Video logo there, early to mid-80s version, and your all-important copyright information, and also an address there for Universal Studios at the time. I don't know if it's changed or not. 70 Universal City Plaza, Universal City, California, 91608. Taking a look at the cassette itself, the label here definitely shows signs of being an early to mid-80s MCA Home Video release. We've got a white label and what MCA Home Video was doing at the time with a blue watermark. It basically says MCA Home Video Incorporated, MCA Home Video Incorporated, just repeated. I guess that's a way of doing some authenticity to indicate that this is an official MCA Home Video VHS release with their blue MCA Home Video watermark there, but kind of makes this a mess to read, quite honestly, but I guess they felt they had to do that to fight plagiarism or whatever the hell you want to call it. The Sting, color, 2 hours, 9 minutes, PG, VHS, hi-fi. Copyright 1985, MCA Home Video Incorporated, all rights reserved, and your all-important copyright warning information. Label looks like it was printed in the USA. Taking a look at the spine, same thing going on. White background with the blue watermark. MCA Home Video Incorporated, just repeated like a psychotic psycho. The Sting in black. MCA Home Video, and all this other information that you can pause and read if you want. But as you can see, having just looked at all this, including the tape as well, I mean, this is in such ridiculously great shape. It just boggles the mind how this is nearly 40 years old and it looks like brand new. So I have no idea how this looks so new. You know, I thought that, you know, earlier in the video I said, well, maybe this was, you know, printed and manufactured in, you know, the late 80s or 1990. Well, that's still in great shape for being, you know, coming out in 1990, but there's no way I could pass this up for $2. Incidentally, I do have the movie on Blu-ray. I didn't grow up with The Sting or anything like that. I didn't see it probably until the first time several years ago when I just blind buyed the Blu-ray for $3. It was clearance at half price books, and you know, the film's fun. Actually the soundtrack is something that I heard way before I ever saw the movie. My dad had the LP record of the Sting soundtrack, and I first heard that in 1992 and was instantly hooked. I love Scott Joplin music and stuff like that. So if you like that kind of music, which you probably don't because most people don't like good things, and you hasn't heard the soundtrack for this thing, you should really check it out because it's really great Scott Joplin music. And I've obviously since got the soundtrack on CD, and then I finally got to see the movie. And the movie's cool. It doesn't blow my ass away, but it's always cool to see Robert Shaw, you know, after Jaws. This movie came out, or wait, this movie came out before Jaws, I think. When did Jaws come out? Was that 75? 74 or 75? So this is actually before Jaws. So how's about it? But yeah, Jaws was either 74 or 75. But at any rate, maybe someday I'll stop on by to do a review of the movie The Sting. Maybe I won't. Time will tell. At any rate, hope you guys enjoyed this showcasing video. Thanks a lot for watching. And as always, we'll catch you on the next video.